Good morning. You're Kyle Whittington. And Mr. Whittington, you're here in both in two cases. Did you get someone hired?
Sunny Accurate was the one we're actually shooting for still, but like I started off with this new job, like this hot shop business, and it takes a little bit of money to actually like start it up. So like I've had to put a lot of money aside so I can get the money I really need to actually be able to hire them. So like it's gonna take a little bit more. But I can go for like public defender right now, but I'm gonna probably replace them eventually with Sunny Accurate.
You're working now?
Yeah, like I'm doing hot shots, like I'm basically running trucks, like across Texas, like loads and stuff like that, and I get paid like by the basis, like weekly.
All right. So I'm going to reset your case one more time. This is going to be the last reset. You need to try to get Mr. Eckert or someone hired before that next court date. If it's not going to work out with him, then make sure you talk to some others, bring me those names, and bring me any information you have with regard to income as well. You don't get somebody hired. Step in front of the clerk. She'll give you a reset. What was Anna?
It's for 3 years.
3. Okay. That's what I needed. It just didn't say it. They switched it from this to time, and there's okay. All right, you are Richard Couch, and Mr. Couch, you were previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to driving while intoxicated, third or more. There was initially an agreement of probation. We were here last week. You guys discussed it, and you went with your attorney, Mr. Wilkerson, and discussed and changed your mind and wanted me to agree and follow a recommendation of 3 years in prison. Is that correct? Were you arrested for anything between last week and this week? No. All right, then at this time, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time, find you guilty of driving while intoxicated, third or more. Sentence you in accordance with your agreement to a term of 3 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Corrections. You will receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive on this case. I'm handing you the trial court certification. That shows that this was an agreement that I followed, and so you waived your right to appeal. I also handed you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. Because of the judgment entered against you, you're ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. If you have any questions about the laws that make you ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition, or about how long that lasts, you can talk with Ms. Holmes. All right. Good luck to you, sir. You can go back with the bailiff.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir.
Your mom?
Yes.
Is he keeping it?
He's keeping it.
No, I'm just.
Okay.
All five cases.
Well, is he going to be here this morning? All right, you're Jesus Medina, and this is 26 DCCR 0778. Mr. Medina is charged with intoxication, manslaughter, and what is the announcement?
But we're asking for more time on this. There's lots of discovery and experts and various things. So this is a complicated, maybe even more than normal, more complications of complicated cases.
The hearing moved ahead as the judge explained that the court would continue with the normal process to see how things developed over the next few days. Mr. Medina was reminded to stay in close contact with his attorney so they could carefully review every piece of information already available and prepare for the next court date. After confirming those instructions, the judge dismissed him and allowed him to leave the courtroom, while making it clear that steady communication with legal counsel would be important before returning. The judge then called Leandre Tyler Douglas to the front and stressed that arriving on time for every future hearing was essential. The court announced that the previous bond forfeiture would be recalled before turning to the details of the new case. Mr. Douglas was informed that this was his first appearance in cause number 26 DCCR 0905, where he faced a second-degree felony allegation involving a burglary of a habitation connected to an incident from April 3rd, 2026. Since he had already posted bond, the judge asked whether he had been able to find legal representation and also asked about his current work situation so the court could better understand his circumstances. Mr. Douglas explained that he survived by doing small jobs whenever work became available and shared that he spent much of his time caring for his wife after she suffered a stroke that left the right side of her body affected. The judge briefly asked for clarification before deciding that the next step would be to determine whether he qualified for a court-appointed attorney. Mr. Douglas was instructed to complete the required financial paperwork with complete honesty because every statement would be made under oath and carefully reviewed by the court before any decision was reached. The judge directed him to step forward to the clerk at the end of the bench to receive the forms and reminded him that accurate information would help the process move forward without delay. After thanking the court, Mr. Douglas stepped aside and the hearing continued with the next case. The judge welcomed Mr. Brown to the courtroom and asked whether he had managed to hire an attorney since the last hearing. Mr. Brown explained that he had spoken with several lawyers and had been gathering information about possible legal representation, but said that one attorney requested a fee of $5,000, while he also looked into other legal options as he continued searching for someone he could afford.
I was trying to charge 5,000. Then I had a stove all, a gallon.
Mm-hmm.
Then I had Brittany Holmes.
Okay.
I had talked to those, but I think I'm probably gonna end up going with James Mackin because he was the cheapest.
All right. And you think you'll be able to save up and get that done if I give you a little more time?
Yes, ma'am.
So thank you for doing what I asked, Mr. Brown. What I'm going to do is reset your case another 30 days to see if you can get Mr. Macon hired or someone else. Again, get that reset today. Bring it to him if you hire him. If you're unable to hire him, contact at least 3 others. See if there's someone else. If not, bring me those names and then we'll discuss your options. All right. Step in front of the clerk. Good morning. You're Richard Montalvo. And Mr. Montalvo, were you able to get someone hired?
No, ma'am. But I did call quite a few lawyers. It's just trying to get the funds to do that. So,
And are you working?
no, ma'am.
Okay. Why aren't you working?
I had brain surgery 8 months ago, and I
Okay.
still have a fractured shoulder.
Okay.
So I can't get. They won't release me, and I'm probably got to have surgery on it. So it's just kind of waiting for that.
All right. So thank you for doing what I asked you to do, Mr. Montalvo. I'm going to have you fill out some paperwork this morning to see if you qualify for a court-appointed
Yes.
lawyer. Make sure you fill it out accurately and completely. You're going to swear under oath that it's all true and correct.
Yes, ma'am.
You step in front of the clerk on the end. She'll give that to you. Good morning. Are you Damian Hurd?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Hurd, this is your initial appearance and cause number 26 DCCR 0050. You're charged with the 3rd-degree felony offense of tampering or fabricating with physical evidence from November 21st of 2025. Since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
No, ma'am. I went and talked to Marvin Lewis, and he told me that he might not be able to represent me. That was the court appointment I had.
Right. So here's what happens is when you're in custody, we automatically give you a court-appointed lawyer. Mr. Lewis is your attorney. But now that you've bonded out, I expect you to try to hire your own lawyer.
Yes.
So what I'm going to do is reset your case for about 30 days. Give you some time to see if you can get someone hired. If you get someone hired before that next court date, just bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer and they'll tell you what to do.
Okay.
If you're unable to hire someone before that next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts. They have different payment plans. Bring me back the names of the lawyers you've talked to so I know you're trying, and then we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following that court order, and you would go back to jail. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, if you'll step in front of the clerk, she'll give you your reset notice. Good morning. You're Casey Kincaid. And Mr. Kincaid, did you get someone hired?
Let's go. I get him Kevin and Lacey Ames, but I might go with the Kevin and Lacey Ames. Good.
I guess they haven't done anything yet.
Yeah.
Great. Where are you working, Mr. Kincaid?
Work for the court.
Okay. And you're actively working right now? Okay. I want you to make sure you stay in touch with your bondsman. I've got an email here from Miss Caesar. So it looks like she was maybe the,
Yes.
that she signed off on your bail, on your bond. Make sure you talk to your bondsman because at least according to this, it looks like she might not want to be that third party person anymore. So you need to make sure you have somebody or take that care of that yourself.
I have somebody, and we supposed to go to the bondsman Thursday to take care of it.
Perfect.
My bondsman already know.
Okay. It's also important if there's some issues going on between you and her, just stay.
Let's not say separate.
Okay. That can be emotional and it can cause some issues. You already have some issues here, so make sure you don't let any of that cause you to do anything that you shouldn't do. Go to work, get you a lawyer, and then go home and take care of your bondsman as well. So what I'm going to do is reset your case to give you a little more time to see if you can get someone hired. If you do, bring the reset notice. If you don't, talk to at least 3 others. You can see they all charge at different amounts and have payment plans that are different. Bring me those names and then we'll discuss your options. Okay, step in front of the clerk.